Okay, so I guess what we're going to basically do is show the viewer how we screw these together and make a flush cut in order to get both of your plates clean on one end and a good 90 for both your top and your bottom plates. Correct. Now your both ends are the same, making for a clean application, good numbers. This is Hollywood, so we want our stuff to be on the money. All of our production quality work will be viewed all over the world. So we like to make sure we stay on the money. So here he's marking one end of his plates so that he'll know which side is which. As you build your flats, you'll need to know which side is the beginning and which side is the end. So Gabriel, what do you got going here?
Right here, we're gonna take and pull from our layout mark, and we're gonna go. We're gonna do a 2-foot center layout, so it's gonna be 23 5/8. Then you're gonna go on the opposite side of your 24 mark and do 24 3/8, which will put your 3/4 1 by 2-foot center. And again, we're at 4 feet, so that's the only mark you're going to be able to make on this board. If I had an 8-foot wall, then it would be the same thing: 47 5/8, 48 3/8, 71 5/8, 72 3/8, and that's your 2-foot center.
And so now what do you got here, Gabe?
What we're doing is transferring our layout. Sometimes you'll have 4 or 5 boards that you've cut at one time, depending on the speed in which you want to build your wall. So you'll be squaring down a large stack. So you'll want to use your speed square. Here we have just a couple of boards we're doing. So today I can just use a combo square, a mini combo square, and just transfer my lines on each board, make sure they're flush. And now we know where to put our studs.
Copy that. Okay. So now we'll proceed from here and on to the next. We'll go with our studs.
Yep.
Alright, so now we'll make studs for 4-footers.
Yeah.
One, two, three. Yes, we are. Making 2 of them.
Okay, we're gonna need another one.
Now you said, here we go.
You got a magnetic tip on this. I'm bringing my boat.
Oh, that's the other gun, right? Yeah, that's the other gun.
In this place, just make sure we're even.
You cut it from the wrong material.
Just switch it out. Just let him know.
We're going to be making 2 4-foot walls. So I've got my 4 plates. Now we'll be screwing at least 4 of these together at one time, and then cutting 4 plates at once, having put another 3-inch screw past the 4-foot mark. That way I can come up here, and what we're going to do is, since we have 2 plates here and we want a 4-foot wall, we take the width of these and add them together. So 3/4 and 3/4 is 1.5 inches. So if we have a 4-foot wall, that means our studs are going to be 3 foot 10.5. So you take your inch and a half right off that. cut one set. We've already got a flush cut ready for the next measurement. I've already screwed them together before I make the first cut so that I knew my ends will be together. 3.5. Now we would take the remaining wood, stack it down here, and that's what we use to cut for toggles. And if you don't end up using the same one to mark every single one of them, that's an issue. Which means if that's an issue, then they're not all going to be exactly like that one anyway. You know, to me, that's what it tells me. So I get real weary, especially having been taught to be as accurate as we're expecting. I think in certain situations it's fine to line up your board and make your mark. If you just need a quick board or a quick cut, you know, that's almost right around the same, you know.
Yeah.
But to be exact and precise, you always want to have your flush in and then cut your boards with your measurement, you know what I mean? Or set up a stop. That's exactly what I would be doing.
Typically what we do.
Yes, it's set up a stop. And that way I butt my board to the stop and it's the same cut. Now we'll do the layout with the studs. Again, we're going to mark your layout side. Couple of different variations on how to mark it. A lot of people just mark lines. I like mine to be clear and the wall's going vertical, so I know it's going vertical. We square up our side. Now remember, on the layout with the studs, you have a plate here.
Right.
So you're gonna, whatever you do, you can set your plate here to get used to the fact that your layout changes. And then with the plate,
What do you mean by changes?
what happens is you can hook a plate and mark your 5/8 and your 3/8 and mark the center. If you hooked these and just marked 5/8, 3/8, your layout would be off because you're not accounting for the 3/4 plate on top.
Gotcha.
So we can either mark our 23 and 5/8 the same as we did here and set back instead of forward. Or we can put a 3/4 board there, there's our plate, and then we mark our 23 and 5/8 from the extra 3/4.
Correct.
And then you can mark your 24 5/8, you'll have your center, or 24 and 3/8, excuse me, and you'll have your center. And go from there. So there's your layout.
Good.
Alright, so, or you can take your 3/4 board and then mark your 23 and 5/8, your 24 and 3/8. And that's the same as the center of just marking and setting back. Again, we need to transfer this layout through all of our studs. So we're going to take a speed square this time, transfer both lines down. And now we're ready to frame.